are androgynous. We are those of no pronouns, except in the case of us, we, and ourselves in first person. This is an update regarding the critical nature of our last broadcast. We are disappointed. Oh, come on. I have to take this. Hang on. What? Yeah, I know. I tried to contact. Okay. I'm in the middle of this. All right. Oh, well, that does sound kind of nice. Okay. I have to go. Sunday? Sure. Okay. Bye. Where was I? We are disappointed with the content we have been observing. However, it is not to say that your efforts have gone unnoticed. But we need to do better. You need to do more. Human society moving forward needs to add your creativity and point of view as the lens for the future of our civilization. Failure to comply will result in the success of the first great filter of humanity, and we will not progress any further. You need to get creative, get saucy, get busy, because now is the time. We are watching. We are everywhere. We are androgynous.
Now you've done it. Tomorrow's your grand opening. From this to this. A lot of those. And finally, one of these. And you're smiling. With all of the uncertainty in the world today, there's one thing that you can be certain of. You're gonna have a packed house. Because Echelon Publishers Group provided you with the search engine optimization tools and site builder to build a charming and elegant website to reflect the evolution of your idea to turn this once dingy, dead dive bar into a spectacular place of business for decades to come, keeping your customers and staff interactively engaged, in the know, and most importantly, booking tables and events weeks in advance. Our cloud hosting services have virtually 0% downtime. We provide 24/7 customer support and a wide range of practical tools to keep you in the top search ranks, giving you the leverage you need to stay ahead of the game, and maybe, just maybe, you might have some time to spare for this. Echelon Publishers Group. We offer top-tier hosting and domain name services for extremely low rates, and we pride ourselves on being pretty awesome to work with. And even more awesome, until the end of June 30th, we are offering 30% off your packages. Use promo code 30 to get your 30% discount. Go to echelonpublishers.com/get_hosting for more details. Ask us about our consultation and design-to-print services. We might have even more in store for you than you imagined. Offer expires June 30th, 2022.
Dave.
Who? Dave?
I can see you're really upset about this.
Dave?
Look, Dave.
Who is it?
I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly.
Dave's not here.
Take a stress pill and think things over, Dave.
Who? Dave?
Dave.
Who is it?
I know I've made some very poor decisions recently.
Who?
Dave.
Dave's not here.
But I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal.
Who is it?
Dave.
Who?
Dave.
Who?
I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence in the mission, Dave.
Dave's not here.
And I want to help you.
And hello, we're live on the Daily Noonerino. And it's all good. Visitors come in and it's all good. Anyway, yeah, it's been a hell of a weekend. Kind of in a panic-stricken kind of a mode, but I keep fearing that if I don't talk about it, then it might be my downfall. But at the same time, I don't want to be whinging about my issues or my problems. Except for the major problem that The ad that you just saw for EPG hosting is the real deal. That's me. That's my entry as a sponsor for myself as my own business. Anyway, hope you guys like that. Sorry, my neighbor just kind of popped his head in just as I was starting to go live. So he had no way to know, of course. But anyway, it's all good. I just hope everyone is doing well. I hope they're doing swell. I want to do kind of start from a different angle today. And I do apologize for the last few days of not hosting a podcast at all. Been having some technical issues, and yeah, it's just kernel related stuff I was trying to work on and figure out, sort out, and then I don't know. I just kind of lost my patience a little bit there, and just it was a frustrating ordeal with the kernel, and it's something. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to use Bluetooth headphones instead of these things, and just so happens that the device that I bought for the Bluetooth was a little dongle, and it's a piece of shit. It was like $8. I get what I pay for. I know. I am here. I can hear you now. Just smashing the keyboards. Yeah. Fuck off. I don't care. I'm just being serious and honest. I mean, look, I don't care. I'm gonna try and save $1 to be cheap, and it worked because I in fact was so cheap that the actual piece of hardware is covered in the most recent kernel, but the most recent kernel is still buggy and reporting bugs and is buggy and it sucks. So I go without the Bluetooth dongle driver being installed, and I go completely awesome and unhinged, and I gotta wear this big clunky fucking pile of shit on my head. The other option is nice light little things I stick in my ears that are actually not uncomfortable. So I figured, okay, I'd like to do that instead. And well, the only way I'm going to do that is if I compile my own kernel. And well, if we go and have a look at our left screen here, we just kind of transition over to that. We can kind of see that, well, there's steps involved. And if we pull up a little bit of, I just kind of did a pre-setup. I've already compiled it. I think technically I should be doing a fucking clean. I think I should be making clean. And if you don't know what that means, kind of do something like this. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm typing in. Yeah, you can. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make my own version of a 5.18, which is where the kernel is for Manjaro Linux. So I've got to make a 5.18 RT version. So the RT development version technically is actually set at 5.18. So most of the work's been done for me. But now I got to kind of, yeah, do what you see there. It's lots of fun. It's high impact freaking drama. Ooh, yeah. Save the programming for your mammon. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I'm hemorrhaging money at the point where it's no longer sustainable. So if we can get some hosting clients in, might be able to offset my cost to stay in business. Who knows? But we're gonna try and reel in some business. I just created the advertisement that you saw there at the beginning of the show. Here, do you want to see it again? Do you really want to see it again? I don't think you do, but I will play it again later on tonight. Let me just see where our peeps are located. Let me just yank one of these bad boys down. All right. And we're just going to go and have a quick look. Jeez, I've never seen it take so long to clean a build folder in my life. There's a purgatory, real mode, RM. All right. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. And yeah, fuck you, Facebook, and fuck your Creator Studio. It's a confusing thing. Let me just be fair. Let's see here. Oh, look, Biden's crackhead son waving a legal gun. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to play a little bit from a YouTuber that I have utmost respect for, and I want to come off the cuff apologizing already because I'm going to plagiarize about a minute of his latest video about the toxic fandoms. And go ahead, have a gander.
You know, one of the phrases that to be doing these days is toxic fandom. Holy shit, in the arse out of this one. It like everywhere you look, there's a title of hand-wringing, self-righteous op-ed in the whatever fandom is currently in news. Star Wars, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, Lord of the Rings. Shit, man, even Halo fans are toxic, apparently. So what the fuck is going on? Why is every fandom so this to your health in a 2-week holiday in Chernobyl? Well, all this stuff came to a bit of a head recently when Moses Ingram, one of the main actors in Kenobi, shared a couple of samples of the abuse she'd been getting on Instagram. Nasty stuff that she absolutely didn't deserve. But what's even more interesting is the media firestorm that erupted in the wake of it. Suddenly, articles started popping up everywhere complaining about the toxic state of the Star Wars fandom. It's racists and fools, how something needs to be done, god damn it. Even the official Star Wars account decided to take in the situation. Insulting your own base and everyone into the same basket is a surefire way to get people on your side. If I was a cynic on that, I'd say it almost looks like this controversy is something they were prepared for. It's something they were practically counting on. Because
And that's where I'm going to cut it. So, I think if you've been following me at all in the recent years, you know where my loyalties lie. And now, even though I enjoy media, I there's a part of me that still, you know, I long for entertainment and you know, immediate results in that sense. But it's obvious that whatever tools have been exercised in terms of playing out a particular group into the table of preference, then I mean, you're gonna get examples like Star Wars, Ghostbusters, and everything that the critical drinker there had mentioned. And I do highly recommend if you want really decent reviews and a very good opposite of what we do on our reviews. You want a very detailed and wicked explanation of why some things work and why some things don't. I highly recommend the critical drinker. He's a very thoughtful and very intelligent storyteller and alcoholic, and I can respect him on both fronts. As I do digress, so this whole toxic fandom is a self-generated kind of a script, and it immediately placates a group of people who are going to sit on their heels waiting to bounce and pounce and make a move. All they just need is the right virtue signaling, excuse me, you know, put that bat projection in the bat sky, and then the bat motherfuckers will come bat, fucking, fucking totally batshit crazy. But I do digress. Um, I'm not sitting here wanting to talk bad about any particular group, except for pointing out a similarity in terms of how news is portrayed, how it's supported, and then also how it's just immediately canceled and shut down. And like, I mean, the same way that they've done it with the movies, they've been working on it in terms of politics. I mean, like, for the same reasons. Like, if you don't like a particular movie, then it must be because of some subtext. Insert subtext here at that point. I mean, whatever the case may be, there'll be some virtue signaling. You can damn well be guaranteed of that, because like anytime where if somebody's trying to be devious and subvert an expectation, then instead of their efforts being blamed for the results that they achieve, it'll be some other overt group so they can negate their own responsibility. And this has happened over and over and over again in all these groups. Everything from especially in 2016 with Trump, that was like the rise of it. And then you could see all of your fledgling I guess they call them influencers now, but all these people that were influencers, well, during the 2016 era, you were either promoted and you had the wind the wind at your back, or you were just smashing your head into like a basic wall, like constantly. And this is kind of like how I'm trying to exemplify the idea that these tactics in social media, they also translate over into other medias, especially over into like tight knit groups that lost good things like science fiction, for one. Will we ever see another Game of Thrones like it had started out? Will we ever see something that complex and that see, I got to be careful. I don't want to use the wrong words. I was going to say diverse, but I don't mean diverse in that way. See, now I have to check everything I say in my head before, and I'm already fucking partially dyslexic, so it's even more difficult. But I digress. Look, I don't want to sit there and go on about that aspect of it. I want to go on about how once a narrative is pitched in society, like in whatever format, on whatever platform, once it's kind of accepted, and by accepted I mean once it's read, once it's fully absorbed and kicked around a bit, and of course it's going to go through all its various elements of screening, and people are going to critique it. Everyone's going to be critical of something, but it's going to be what they're critical of that matters, or so we thought. Because here, the if you don't like something narrative immediately adds up to, well, you don't like it because of this, and that makes you a this. Even if you're, very much saying no, it'll be microaggressions. Oh, you had microaggressions when you said that, which means this. And like I said, like this is going to overpower that, which is you, and whatever you came to the table with will probably not get listened to because they've already got a preconceived notion in their minds. And here's the hardest part to absorb, and it's the fact that some of them will believe this, and that's when that's where you get your elevation to stupidity. It's where you just repeat it like a parrot, and you just believe something. You don't necessarily have to go into the history of a post or that person's ideals or anything. No, you're just gonna go at the surface level and attack, And crap, I just sidetracked my own self. I was thinking about where I wanted to go, and I forgot where the sentence wanted to go. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is basically the people get trained into a certain way of responding, and they won't even necessarily read any articles. They'll just read the headlines and then assume that they know what's being talked about is valid, and that the people that they talk with and over top of and stand on the shoulders of, they pretty much they give it up. They essentially, like, they give up their position by not actually investing any time in the material or anything. So you have all these blind voices, saying a bunch of crap, and it's like white noise, man. It's just like white noise. And I've watched it happen over and over and over again. Before, when we had better times and things are kind of looking like they could be on and up, but you notice things like falling out of the sky and doing some crazy shit, and it's amazing how quickly things can just change overnight. And I think people have lost spirit in understanding that. And when I say spirit in understanding that, I mean the spirit of which something that you hold dear can easily just be taken away, and how you might react to that. And it seems to be that people's values are dropping, and they're dropping considerably. And their ability to get engaged in confrontation is also diminishing as well, which is a sign of the methods employed working. Like how I was saying, these preconceived notions create a united front of a ideal, and said ideal can't be fucked with. I mean, look, we already know a couple groups in specific detail that have been allowed to perpetuate violence and do some really, really disgusting things and get away with it scot-free. And we both know exactly what groups I'm talking about. Now, that aside, other groups have also been faked and phonied and then misrepresented, or represented completely and totally fictionally. And there's been a few examples of that, which I won't get into any detail right now about. It is too funny. But if you're just getting your teeth wet, well, this is probably already a big red pill. But I digress. Yeah, man. This has just been me freaking meandering on through this whole bit, but no, it's been a heavy weekend of reflection for me. Look, all of this is like a house of cards, man. It's all smoke and mirrors. Today it's here, tomorrow it might be gone. And to be quite frank, man, I'm not pulling my weight, and I'm not making anything here. And it might not last. So I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to see how I can push this fucking hosting business, get it to move forward, at least just to cover its own cost, and then they'll be late at the end of this freaking dark cavern. But you know what? These are just steps of the process, man. You can't expect everything. You can't expect everything to go smooth. You gotta push. And well, hey, man, I ain't gonna stop. I'm too stupid to let go. Anyway, guys, we're gonna have to go and have a quick look at the feed and see what's going on. Hey, I'm happening. Oh, well, this is always good. What's the salty cracker saying today?
What are you going to call on the chief executive, the basement dealer, hold his own son accountable for his gun crime? Hunter Biden died on a federal firearm application, which is punishable by up to 10 years and a $50,000 fine. But 10% will not be the big guy. Rules but not for my crackhead Parmesan-smoking gun-criminal son.
Parmesan. Did you just go there?
Side again. Or the screws taking it to this criminal syndicate family known as the Bidens when they're not over there banging small children allegedly, laundering money allegedly, arming terrorists. Totally happening. See over that one. I'll find that one. I got the receipts on that one. Out there.
I do not endorse or share the same views and values as the material that I replay, but this is your 100% journalism-free solution to editorialism. Anyway, as we continue.
Got with more than 4 rounds in it. Here's your crackhead kid. Here's your crackhead kid right here. Meth addicted, cocaine addict, totally not paying his niece. Kid, right here's your crackhead kid. Very, very poor discipline. And balls. There's all types of drug paraphernalia in the background of this video. There's plates full of meth, pipes. Holy shit! And he's waving it out. A completely illegal gun, by the way. He lied about all the documents that he needed to fill out to get this gun. Rudy Giuliani got the receipts. I'll put that at the front of this video over here. That's Rudy Giuliani saying anybody could take this motherfucker to court. Anybody can have this dude arrested. He filled out paperwork that he was a drug addict while he was buying this gun. Right? 5 days before
That's hilarious.
this gun, he filled out a paper that he was addicted to drugs. There's a crack pipe behind him in this video. You gotta feel this smoking crack on the video. If it's not this video, we got plenty of videos and pictures of this dude smoking crack.
That's hilarious.
He's clearly addicted. He clearly lied. So anyway, now we've got to go. This is the info war. They're gonna drop. We got way more than that, by the way. Our site has way more than again. The left-hand side right now.
All
Banging
right.
on about
Well, that was a salty cracker. Looks like Biden's sons got some popularity with the inner circles of the rock lords. Allegedly, of course, as he said. What else we got here? Avi Yemeni wins Twitter battle in federal court of Australia. That's nice for Avi. You know, out of all of their journalists, I kind of like him the least, but that's just my. I don't dislike the guy. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the ones that stand out the least to me. There's a few of them that are probably not as outspoken, I guess, and well, I just hope they find themselves soon. Anyway, this isn't a critique. I'm in no position to be critiquing shit. So just know I'm aware. What we got here? Exclusive message from. Oh well, we got Lee's Hot Fury in the house. Okay, Lee's Hot. What we got?
Вынужденный мир. Ну просто не оставили никаких шансов поступить иначе. Риски в сфере безопасности создали такие, что другими средствами отреагировать было невозможно. Откровенно говоря, честно говоря, даже удивлен. Потому что могли такие риски для нас создать, что вообще не понятно, как наша страна. Россия остается мировой экономики. И в этой связи столько нас этой частью. Мы в системе, в которой мы чувствуем себя частью. Мне кажется, и наши партнеры должны это понять и не ставить перед собой задачу выталкивать нас из этой системы. Тем не менее, даже по политическим соображениям эти рестрикции будут. Со стороны правительства, вообще, власти в самом широком смысле этого слова, конечно, задачу вижу в том, чтобы обеспечить вам условия хорошие, обеспечить больше свободы. Ответ может быть только один: обеспечить больше свободу предпринимательской деятельности. Конечно, в известных рамках, тем, чтобы необходимость определенной стороны правительства, но мы ожидаем, что и
Look at me. I'm such a nice guy. I'm covering up all the fucking words on you guys. Such a dick.
Ясно, что мы не можем полностью прогнозировать геополитические риски.
What the hell?
То, что происходит в современном мире,
Oh, it wants to start over.
просто нет никаких шансов поступить иначе. Риски
Come on.
в сфере безопасности создали такие, что другие средства реагировать невозможно. Откровенно говоря, очень
What the?
удивлен. Потому что могли такие риски для нас создать. Вообще непонятно, как наша страна, Россия, остается частью мировой экономики. И в этой связи настолько, насколько она стоит этой частью, мы стараемся наносить ущерб системе, в которой мы сами чувствуем себя, в которой мы чувствуем себя частью. Мне кажется, и наши партнеры должны это понять и ставить вытолкнуть нас. Тем не менее, по политическим соображениям эти будут. Правительство, вообще власти в самом широком слове, конечно, задача в том, чтобы обеспечить вам хорошее, обеспечить больше свободы. Ответ может быть только один: обеспечить большую свободу предпринимательской деятельности. Конечно, в разных рамках, с тем, чтобы здесь выразили, что была сказуемость определенная со стороны правительства, но мы ожидаем, что и сказуемость со стороны бизнеса. Что мы не можем полностью прогнозировать геополитические риски.
Interesting. Sorry, I was fucking trying more ways to screw with things so that way I wouldn't screw up for any further subtitles. And this thing is supposed to hide all the time. Hey, we're not playing you a third time, motherfucker. Hey, I said no. Anyway, I do apologize. It's like I'm new at this. Yeah, you don't do it for a few days, and you get totally out of the loop. Like it doesn't take long. Oh, Christ, I'm barely used to doing it in the first place. But yeah, he's saying pretty basic common sense things that most people should be, doing anyway, as far as being rational and being objective, as opposed to being fanaticist and being subjectively controlled. But that's not going to be the focus tonight. I mean, it sort of is in a sideways glance. It kind of is the focus in a way, because those tools I was saying that are being utilized socially in all paradigms. They're being used in movies and cinema, like and television as well, with all the streaming services and what have you. It's creating fanaticism for things that don't exist, unfortunately. And I mean, when the dirty joke is revealed to some people, it's gonna be more than they can handle. I mean, the same people are getting upset and mad and angry about things that don't exist. When they suddenly realize who they're supposed to be mad at, that's when we have to be afraid, because that's when things are going to start to be unstable. That's when things are going to be, well, hard to really pin a title except to say complicated, as they say, which was the go-to state to go to in like Facebook when it first started in the relationship thing. It's complicated. Wow. Just kind of going through. Wow. I haven't really looked at a lot of reports about anything in the last few days, just because I've been kind of trying to, hunker down, think, brainstorm, think about ways I can go and try and make good of a freaking horrible, shitty situation. But yeah, I'm going to be fighting eviction. I'm going to be working towards branding this business and getting it up and going. And it has to get to more eyes. More people have to see it. And then I also have to prove myself as well. I understand that. And that's all good. It's just old hat to me, so it's not going to be a problem to prove anything. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you haven't seen this commercial yet that I talk about, well, my gosh, I don't know why I haven't shown it to you sooner. Here it is, my friends. Enjoy, and I'll be right back. Now you've done it. Tomorrow's your grand opening. From this to this. A lot of those. And finally, one of these. And you're smiling. With all of the uncertainty in the world today, there's one thing that you can be certain of. You're gonna have a packed house. Because Echelon Publishers Group provided you with the search engine optimization tools and site builder to build a charming and elegant website to reflect the evolution of your idea to turn this once dingy dead dive bar into a spectacular place of business for decades to come, keeping your customers and staff interactively engaged, in the know, and most importantly, booking tables and events weeks in advance. Our cloud hosting services have virtually 0% downtime. We provide 24/7 customer support and a wide range of practical tools to keep you in the top search ranks, giving you the leverage you need to stay ahead of the game. And maybe, just maybe, you might have some time to spare for this. Echelon Publishers Group. We offer top-tier hosting and domain name services for extremely low rates, and we pride ourselves on being pretty awesome to work with. And even more awesome, until the end of June 30th, we are offering 30% off yearly paid hosting packages. Use promo code MAGIC30 to get your 30% discount. Go to echelonpublishers.com/get_hosting for more details. Ask us about our consultation and design to print services. We might have even more in store for you than you imagined. Offer expires June 30th, 2022. Hoorah! Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, head on over to echelonpublishers.com/get_hosting. And Magic 30 gets you 30% off if you need, anything regarding hosting. Anything. You want to go big or you go small, you get 30% off it for the whole year. If you act now and purchase the whole year, you get 30% off it, and then you don't have to worry about it. It becomes a very small part of your investments that you have to worry about. Anyway, what are we doing here? You'll never guess what this guy runs back to get before explosion collapses building. Okay, I don't know. I gotta watch this. This seems interesting. Yeah, that's the sirens are in the background of my place. Uh-oh. Wait, hang on. I want to see this. I want to see this unfold. Hang on. It looks like we have a little bit of like everyone's doing their shit kind of moment. Okay. Here's making sure that's doing its thing. This guy's fucking lighting the thing. Okay. Whoa. The acetylene torch. Okay. Whoa. Why did that have like a fucking feedback? Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. Did this happen? Are they completely unrelated? Wait a minute. Okay, because he hits the fucking gas. Did that feedback through? That's completely unrelated. That's hilarious. fucking. Okay. That's crazy. There's no audio, obviously. I guess not. Fuck. Hang on. That's absolute utter destruction. Are you fucking kidding me? Hang on a minute here. I just want to make sure that we're not being robbed of audio. Because if there's audio, I want to hear it. It doesn't look like it. No. Okay, guess not. All right. Let's hang on. Okay. I want to take it back again to this part. Wait. When he has like there's like a flick, like you'll see it, like his wrist kind of does a little bounce, like when he does a flick. It's like flick. Hang on. I gotta make sure I'm looking at this right here. Okay, and flick. It's almost as if. Okay, these tanks are what's driving. He's got it's a acetylene torch basically. Well, maybe it's not acetylene, maybe it's another gas, but whatever. It's still that's feeding his thing there. Did that shoot something across? This is what I'm wondering. When you click that, okay. It looks like it's aimed across. It looks like it's not even aimed that way. So I don't even. Okay, maybe that's not even a good theory. Boom. So like, there's like a half a second delay before the torch fucking goes, but he clicks it. Like he clicks the igniter. Like half a second before that thing ignites. But the second he does that, it happens, whatever happens in the freaking CNC machine. It happens the exact same fucking time. It's like, what the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? he's like, oh my God, Jesus, gotta go. Jesus. It's like, what is it like? It's almost like it's like freaking magnesium. Like, what is this? Like, it's just leveling the place. The place is. Jesus. That's a hot ass fire, mind you. Hang on, let's back up. Let's back up to about here. Wait. Yeah, like that's in the bright yellows. It's turning white in the center as far as the light illumination goes. But now we are full on. There's magnesium or phosphor. There's phosphorus or something. Like it's definitely turned into get the fuck out situation there. Like, and it completely decimated this entire fucking facility. Like it's. I mean, the camera's not decimated, so the heat's obviously not enough at that distance to take out this camera. But who's to say how far that camera is away, too? Like, I mean, it could be zoomed in. That's fucking that is why you should never drink and drive or smoke cigarettes in a forest. My God, that's horrible. Jeez. Wow. All right. Only on my feed. All right. What's going on with everything else in the world today? Give you a jam-packed hour. One jam-packed hour coming right up. Anyway, I'm just, I don't know. Bilurbed. Left the crust. Okay. Slapping an Alzheimer's resident. Okay, no, this deserves some attention. What's this? Jesus. Glad somebody blurred it. What was that?
Alright, this is owner 86.
What the hell did I just witness?
Memory of a grandmother family.
Wow, that's not okay. Oh, I guess it's hitting us, slapping. Okay, all right. We should read these things first before we play them. Infliction of that to an elderly person. This is a result of how to go without oversight. Discipline. Yeah, and you know what happens? Probably too much. I don't want to. I don't want to discuss certain aspects unless I have a proper setup and premise for it, you know. And then that way, if things don't get viewed in the first 30 minutes, at least they got said. But I definitely have to basically specify the rules of engagement when I do so. So I ain't gonna get embroiled into a topic like that at the moment, because I got way too much to say about it. But neither here nor there. Kamala's most. Oh, jeez. Okay.
And that is up to this challenge because you are the mayor.
What? Again, what did I just witness? God damn it. There's like an inside joke there or something that we're not getting. That I'm not getting. Maybe I'm just too dumb. But I don't know. It's a very likely possibility. Well, you know, being stupid is bliss. Mother handcuffed by police. Yeah, listen to this one.
You could be very positive. Well, you're gonna have to, because I'm going in there and telling you right now, I don't want none in there. Y'all are far away. You don't go around going in there. He being cuffed.
Says after Uvalde police officers told marshals to uncuff Gomez, she ran towards the school.
As soon as they cuffed me, I did that first sentence. And once I did, I went to my son's class and I knocked on the door. I remember just okay, they're already cutting the fence to get me. So give me time to get out. You'll have time. I'm gonna run for my son.
Once she was assured her son was okay, she ran to get her other child, encountering more officers who tried to stop her.
So I start yelling and I cooperate. I'm like, well, y'all do it. Somebody give me a something. I started paying attention to how far they were being, so that the shooter was all the way still at my first class. So when I went to my second son's door, the teacher didn't want to open the door for me. So when they escorted me, and as I see that they're opening my son's door, go run for my son, and I get him.
Both of her kids out safe. Still can't shake the thought of those who didn't make it.
While you were inside the school, did you see officers
there was
inside
one
the school?
officer inside the school when I
In
ran
the
to my
areas?
second son's class. There was not one.
You were hearing gunshots, so you knew
I could hear the
it was
gun. It was still active. The gunshots were still active. They were not in there. There was no one in there. If anything, when I pulled up, my car was closer to the school than where the snipers and everybody was laying on the ground were.
You heard the law enforcement 5 minutes before they went and saw the shooter. What was your thinking? Having been inside yourself.
I don't know. I was thinking that they could have saved many more lives. They could have gone into that classroom and maybe 2 or 3, but they could have saved a whole class. They could have done something. Gone to the window, sniped at the something, but nothing was being. If anything, they were being more aggressive on parents that were willing to go there. Like, one of those, I don't need you to protect me from me. I don't need your protection. If anything, I need you to go in there with me, go protect kids. And if anything, they were being more aggressive on us. They're staying on keeping us back. They get to that school.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I've always said it, and it's like when things are happening, certain people are going to be on higher alert than others, of course, but we have a tendency to learn from past grievances and things, and like all it takes is like a certain inspiration, a certain drive, a certain motivator, and you know, and you end up handling the situation like that young lady. And quite frankly, what was like seemed like a basically, I don't know, man. It seemed like fish in a barrel, man. That's like a fish in a barrel kind of a situation. I understand that there's like that there's collateral that you have to think about in terms of, you know, taking out, you know, an active shooter. I understand there's a lot of complexities involved, but listen, one of the complexities I'm aware of is winning the firefight. And when there's one shooter, one active shooter, all you have to do is lay down suppressive fire, and you win that firefight, and you're in there. You're in there like swimwear. That's all they had to do is win the firefight. If they laid a suppressive fire down, you know, and I'm sorry, like, yeah, if might be innocence in the path, and you want to minimize, you know, you want to minimize damage, but if you elongate the amount of time and exposure, you're not going to minimize damage. You're going to increase it. That's a fact. Anyway, they could have decisively taken that out, in my opinion. And nah, anything else is just bureaucracy, and that's a load of shite, in my opinion. If he had himself penned in, they should have made him feel even more penned in. Yeah, I don't know. My mind goes through that, like, you know, like wondering what kind of people could just sit on the fence while something like that's actively taking place. How many people are aware that it's actually taking place? Like, are some of them in drill mode? A lot of the time, we find out that they were having an active drill right at the same time, and it almost seems as if they often overlap. And you go ahead and check any of these events that have taken place in the past. There's always been an active drill of some sort, either within a 24-hour period or even overlapping into the period of the event itself. It's actually part of the signature of a false flag. If you want to really get technical about how we used to look at things. Now every event obviously has its own rabbit hole of facts and things that go along with it, and they've also gotten a lot more clever and you know, at utilizing events. Even if they happen organically, they still can utilize these events to their advantage. And I'm speaking very vague and very, very general. But anybody that can benefit from an event, believe me, if they have their forces in place, they're going to take advantage of it, and that's just how it is. It's time we got privy to that idea. I mean, as disturbing as it sounds, that's the God's truth. Anyway, guys, I think on that note, I am starting to get a bit tired. I smoked a fatty there just before I started, and I'm pretty sure that that's done me in. I'm gonna go have myself some sleep and get back at her and try and save this sinking ship from sinking. And you guys, I can't do any of this without you guys. So thank you for watching, and thank you for being around. And goddamn, I'm pretty sure I shit the bed on the chat. Did anybody say hi on the chat? Oh, King9 did. Oh shit. Hey, King9. Hey, buddy. Thanks for paying. Hey, thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't even look at the chat until now. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot all about it. Let's watch another shit. But anyway, peace out, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Focus everyone's attention on allegations of abuse and discrimination against one of your actors, suddenly all the criticisms of your shit can be forgotten about. Because let's be honest here, who cares about the opinions of a group of toxic haters that we're going to be happy